This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Coastal Hospice and Palliative Care.
One thing we've learned over the years about the people on Delmarva is that when there's a need, they'll step up and meet it. Enter the Mackie and Pam Stansell House in Ocean Pines. It's a home for hospice patients, the first of its kind on the lower shore. 102.5 WBOC's Corey Fivas stopped by the construction site to get an update on the progress.
Folks, today I'm at the point in Ocean Pines and I'm standing in the middle of what is an incredible project that's about to kick off an even more incredible campaign. And I don't want to give away too many details. So luckily I was able to catch up with President and CEO of Coastal Hospice. This is Elaine Capon. Elaine, thank you so much for taking time to talk with me.
Thank you for letting me be here. And this is National Hospice Month, so I'm especially glad to be here because this is the time when we want to let people know about what happens in hospice.
November, all month long, right?
November, all month long.
All right, so don't keep me waiting. Where are we? What's going on?
Okay, we are at the Mackie and Pam Stansell House, which is a residence and outreach center for hospice patients and for the team that works here. And so this is going to be a residential home for up to 12 patients at a time, where they can be cared for safely with good quality hospice care. You see, the Medicare hospice benefit, which is paid for by insurance, was originally designed assuming that people were living at home with their families and that families were around the bedside caring for them, feeding them, doing the basics of care, and hospice staff visit intermittently. But we all know that sometimes that isn't the case for patients. And especially here on the shore, we have a lot of retirees who are away from their family. And we see many instances where people are just not safe in their own homes and they don't have an alternative that they see as desirable for their own safety. And so this is going to be a place for people to come and live when they are in their final weeks and have round-the-clock staff to be able to help them with those basic feeding and hygiene needs that normally a family would be doing.
Now, a lot of people tend to like the comfort of their own home.
Absolutely.
Will this emulate that?
We are trying to make this as home-like as possible. There are going to be real bedspreads on the beds. Each room is a private room designed to be very home-like. We've got a gorgeous sunroom on the back that has all water views. So it's going to be an atmosphere that's going to be very comforting.
What safety measures are you taking to ensure that everybody is just in an extremely safe environment?
Well, it's the around-the-clock staff who are there, and of course there are call bells so that people will know, people will be able to make their needs known, but our staff will be there constantly, so people will always be attended, and it's a very low patient-staff ratio.
So tell me about the Put Your Name On It campaign.
The Put Your Name On It campaign is
so
a
cool.
campaign to, we have a couple of rooms designated. There is one for veterans, there is one for families who've had a positive experience with hospice, where if I, for example, don't have the money to donate to put Elaine Capon on a room or in memory of my mother on the room, I can contribute to this room with many other people in the same situation, and we can all get our names listed as being donors to that room. So we still get our name on, even though our donation might have been less than what the whole room costs.
Now, you probably hear some saws and some banging in the background. That's because we're right in the middle of construction, but I have to say that this entire facility, I mean, just the outward appearance is absolutely stunning.
We are delighted with it, and when we had this opportunity, it was something we couldn't pass up.
All right, well, Elaine, thank you so much for taking time to talk with me.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming out and seeing it.
And good luck, and also a huge congratulations.
Indeed. And if you want to read more about the Mackie and Pam Stansell House in Ocean Pines, or if you want to volunteer or donate, you'll find a link with additional information on delmarvalife.com.